KOF 15 is finally out in the wild, with DLC coming not too far behind its release. We already have 2 confirmed teams, Team Garo with my boy Rock, and Team Southtown with his pops Geese Howard. But there are 2 teams this DLC season that are mysteries at the moment, and I got some interesting predictions for y'all. Even though we don't know anything about DLC beyond the 2 mystery teams, who's to say SNK won't make another DLC season? So I went ahead and added 3 more potential teams to the list of predictions. Mind you, these teams / characters are not owned by SNK. They are essentially guest teams. But let's not delay this any further. Here's my first guest team for KOF 15.
Street Fighter. Select to make your first pick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
I think a lot of y'all already saw this team coming. There's no way I wouldn't put a Street Fighter team on this list. But to me, this team didn't have a high probability of making it. The reason is because SNK and Capcom haven't really worked together at all in years, honestly. Until recently, that KOF All Star is actually collabing with Street Fighter V, so we're already seeing the stepping stones of Capcom and SNK working together again. The team members would consist of, in my opinion, the most iconic Street Fighter characters of all time: Ryu, Chun-Li, and Ken. I did consider replacing Ken with either Sakura or Guile due to having too much Shoto representation, but I realized there's actually lore with this team and other SNK characters going all the way back to CVS 1 and 2. It would be actually godlike to see Ken and Terry throw hands again in KOF 15. So this team was originally going to be Team MK, but I feel like Team Combo Breaker is a more perfect way to go. Killer Instinct, aka KI, has been around since the NES days and is one of the fighting game OGs. I could definitely see SNK wanting to collab with Microsoft to get iconic characters from KI into KOF 15. This team was a bit hard to put together because there are a lot of characters that could fit on this team. But I tried to grab characters that are iconic but also unique from each other to add more taste and flavor to the DLC. So I went ahead and added Fulgore, Jago, and Orchid as the 3 representatives for KI, aka Team Combo Breaker. This team would have a more easier transition to KOF 15 than the 3D characters, since KI is already a 2D / 2.5D fighting game. Mishima. If this isn't one of the first DLC guest teams, I would actually be shocked, like no cap. Bandai and SNK have been in cahoots for a while, all the way back in 2017, where Geese Howard made it into Tekken 7 and the KOF All Star Tekken collab back in 2019. The team will consist of Jin, Kaz, aka Kazuya, and Heihachi, the 2 main protagonists and the main antagonist of Tekken. This team is perfect. Geese has beef with the Mishima family, and this team has beef with the Street Fighter characters, so this is perfect DLC team. Now for move lists, SNK will grab their move list from KOF All Star and fine tune it to work in KOF 15. It's pretty much simple. It honestly wouldn't be that difficult to bring these characters from KOF All Star over to 15 and make them work in 15 with max mode and whatnot. Virtua Fighter is one of the biggest fighting game IPs, and seeing how we could get a reveal for Virtua Fighter 6 fairly soon, this would be a perfect opportunity for Sega to promote their premier fighter through KOF 15. There's not much 2D reference for these characters, if at all, so I'm really interested to see what SNK could do with this team.
You'll enjoy this, trust me. Ready?
This DLC team was actually easy to pick from. Choosing 3 characters from the roster of Virtua Fighter was fairly simple for this team. These are the first 3 characters most people think of when Virtua Fighter comes to mind, and they're the original Virtua Fighter World Warriors. These characters have been in every Virtua Fighter game, so it's fair that they represent the IP as a team. So there you have it. That's my prediction list for KOF 15's DLC for season 1 and 2. I did stick to DLC guest. I didn't want to do a straight up KOF 15 DLC prediction list that included SNK characters. I wanted to make this kind of fun, do teams that people wouldn't expect. There is one team that I didn't talk about. I actually want to make a separate video because I actually think this team would make it in KOF 15, but I'm not too fond of the potential members of the team, but I'll explain in another video. So how do y'all feel about this DLC prediction list? Do y'all think it's probable? Do you think it might actually happen for some of these teams? Or do you think this list is kind of boo-boo? It's not really good picks? Let me know in the comments below. If you have your own prediction list, let me know in the comments. Let me know the team name, the members of the team. Let's get this conversation going. I'll make sure to respond to everybody in the comment section with your potential team list or potential teams that could make it to KOF 15. But yeah, that's the end for me. I'm gonna get up out of here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share with your friends, and also comment. It's your boy Ghost. Stay safe, peace, and love.